Morning, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much to my returning subscribers. So let's see what we have for you today. I'm sat here in my garden. You may hear sounds of people doing their general household things that they do. They must wonder why. They must think I'm just sat here in my garden talking to myself a lot of the time, but it doesn't really matter, does it? Anyway, let's get into your reading, shall we? Shall we see where your energy is today? So, first things first, I'm going to pick your runes. So let's see, what are the runes guiding us today? What are they telling us about your energy at this time? Nordies. Okay, so we're back into an energy now of Nordies. So this could be where you are maybe feeling a bit restricted about your way forward. So it could be where you know kind of what, there's a purpose that you are interested in or looking into, but being able to move in that direction might be a little bit restrictive at this time. It kind of reminds me sometimes of the Eight of Swords, where it's sort of like, are you holding yourself back, or are there other influences that are holding you back, or are they perceived to be holding you back? And we have a Thala, which is all about the things that we inherit. So sometimes this can be about traits that we inherit from our ancestors, from our bloodline, from our family, and how that can affect you as well in your way forward. You know, sometimes we can have conditioning beliefs, if you like, that can prevent you from being able to just go and do what you want to do. Yeah, we can't just go and do what we want to do all of the time, can we? You know, we have responsibilities at times. That's very interesting. Rado is the rune of the journey that you're about to embark on, but also holds the energy of responsibility. So a bit like the Queen of Pentacles. It's that energy of like, what are you responsible for right now? And how much do your responsibilities hold you back from those daydreams that you have about the things that you want to do for you? So I'm really feeling a pull to this energy of somebody daydreaming about a lifestyle that they would like, that they really want. I've got a really itchy eye today. I don't know if this is, maybe there's something that you're seeing. Now you've seen it, you can't unsee it, and it's irritating. It's almost like perhaps you can see something that you want to reach or attain to, but you can't quite get there because there's something blocking the way. It could be something that you're responsible for. So let's see what area of your life we're talking about on here. Now, there's not really many areas that come out on this that much, but we have happiness. So this is, you know, as you probably already know, happiness is something that you can only find within yourself, and it's not a permanent state of being. It's something that you kind of flow in and out of throughout the day, throughout the months, throughout the year. But it's the energy of, you know, what makes you happy, and sometimes finding the little things in life that bring you happiness, that bring you joy. And wealth, so wealthy living, this one comes out quite often at the moment. So it's that sort of energy of, you know, how wealthy do you feel? And again, it doesn't always mean about money. It can be just lifestyle. And this is what I feel I'm picking up on at the moment, is somebody wants to find happiness in their lifestyle. Maybe your lifestyle feels good, it doesn't feel bad, but there's something lacking there that you want, and it's on a soul level rather than a surface level, you know. So like, for instance, you know, you might want a new car or a new home or to go on holiday or something. Those are kind of like surface level needs or wants. Whereas this is more on a deeper level. It's a connection. It's something that kind of helps you to stay in a state of happiness for longer. Okay, I feel somebody that's really opened their heart center at this time and starting to realize actually what is close to their heart, what brings them that feeling. So let's get into your T cards right now. I really can't shuffle these today. But I've got my MC Hammer trousers on today, so if anything falls, it just falls into there. So that's a lot easier. We have a wish is granted. So whatever this soul need is, it's about to be granted to you. It's available to you. And that might just start to be visible, to be seen. Okay? Whoa, whoa. I'll put those back. What is this one? Star. Guaranteed success. Wow. Okay, so whatever was on your mind when you started watching this video, you're going to be very successful with this. There isn't really anything showing up at the moment that is suggesting that this is going to go badly wrong or isn't achievable. It feels like you've been intending this for some time. You've been waiting for the right moment, and it feels like that moment is here. Situations in the balance that require careful handling. So even though this has arrived now, your wish is being granted, you still need to observe yourself in the situation. So remember, we went back to Rado there and the responsibility, feeling responsible for something. You can't just sort of grasshopper kind of move from one grass to the next. You know, it takes a little bit of careful planning is what I'm getting from this. There is a little bit of planning needed. Oh, that wind's just blowing the raindrops or the dew off the plants there. I've just got a nice little splash on my back. That was nice. Oh, just saw one there. Okay. Needle and thread. A sincere wish will be granted. I don't know how many more cards will be saying this to you, but it's almost like you don't believe it. Maybe you don't believe that this could happen for you or to you. Perhaps you're a little bit in doubt about this. So let's have a look at the other cards that we've got. So caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming, and a short journey with an os. So this is closer than you think. You might have been really waiting and wishing and hoping on this, and there's been other responsibilities and things in the way, but now it feels like there isn't really anything in the way. It feels like this is actually right on your doorstep now, and it's not a very long journey to get there. Okay, so you may have, like, say we use a mountain as an analogy, shall we? You may have had a slow process of going up the mountain, and you know, sometimes, like try and think of a mountain, say like Kilimanjaro or something like that, where you have to kind of, you go up a little way, but then you have to plateau a little bit to get the altitude, and then you have to go a little bit higher, and then it's been a bit like that for you, I feel. But now you're getting to the summit. Now you're getting to that point where it's like, actually, I feel like I can just run this last little bit. I can get to that top bit now. I've got the stamina for it. I've done all the work to get myself there, and I'm ready for it now. And that's where you're at right now. So if you were doubting that, am I ready for this? You are ready for this. Okay, let me see what else we have for you on here about your wealth and your happiness. Honestly, these cards aren't always that positive. So what's coming out on here? You're definitely in a good place for your wishes being granted. Too many of those came out there. Let's put that one back. Right. Carriage. A journey, either physical or mental. So again, you're on that journey, right? Now, it says here, rat, someone working against you or behind your back. Well, of course, there's always going to be a catch, isn't there? There's always somebody in the background that isn't happy with what you're doing. But I don't feel this is really something that you have to be worried about. It's just something that you are fearing. Maybe this is what holds you back. Maybe this is where the responsibility is coming in. If something or somebody you feel is maybe taking a hold over things going on in your life, it's something that you are moving away from. Just saw secret admirer on there as well. So you could be admired by somebody, or perhaps you're admiring somebody else yourself. Yeah, so there's a little bit of this fear coming out. So we've got dagger, fears, worries, and tense situations. So there are things in your energy that perhaps are going to try and stick a spanner in the works, that kind of thing. But it doesn't feel like it's enough to stop you from feeling what you're feeling right now. You feel ready for this. You feel excited. I can feel it. I can sense it. You know it's the right time to act. Now is the time to act, so that you can put a stop to this happening, okay? Because where you are right now in this happiness, you know, your wish is being granted, a wish being granted. You've got like 3 cards that suggest a wish being granted and that you're going to be successful. So if there's something that you feel an opportunity to be able to drive your energy into, you've got to act now. Act right now to remove these tense situations, these daggers, and this rat situation, because I feel like what you're heading towards is actually going to protect you from this. it will protect you from this, but you have to act now. Now is the time. Just going to get one more message from these cards. It's like, be proud of yourself for what you've achieved and what you're doing. Don't be worried about what other people are going to say or think, okay? Because it feels like actually your actions are speaking louder than their words, okay? Deep personal strength and peace that assures success. So, can you see that looks like at the top of the mountain, the sun's coming up, like you've achieved. You've got to where you want to be. So now it's time to enjoy it. Reap the rewards. You know, enjoy the benefits of this. Don't let anybody take that away from you. We're in control of our own happiness. We can allow other people to affect our happiness, but we don't have to allow people to take it away from us, okay? We have a responsibility to ourselves to ensure that we are feeling happy, that we're in situations that keep that state of being, okay? But this journey you've been on is bringing this deep personal strength and peace. And that's what's bringing you success in what you want to achieve here. Don't let anybody take that away from you. There does feel like there's an energy of somebody that will try to take that away from you because they don't want to see you happy, because they want you to make them happy. They want you to do something for them. But since you've turned around and said, actually, this isn't making me happy and I'm going to seek my happiness elsewhere, you're taking responsibility for yourself. Some people don't like that. So this energy is, now is the time to act. Because this person, nobody's going to take them seriously if they try and thwart your plans, because your actions are speaking louder. Great, it's time to get out and have fun. So if you have been worried about this, don't, okay? Just enjoy yourself. Take your pleasures. Do something with them. Don't let anybody take that away from you. I don't know how many more times Spirit can try and get me to say that, but it feels like it needs to be said. Whoops, what was that one? Okay, we've got Bear, danger, especially in money matters, and a goal-orientated person, problems to be resolved. So this could be some money problems going on somewhere. It could be connected to this person here. So I do feel you're being targeted, actually, by somebody, as they know how to manipulate you, and I feel like it is around money that they are going to try and do that. But if you can allow yourself to still, even so, keep moving forward. It's a bit like somebody trying to throw things at you while you're trying to reach that summit. It's like, yes, okay, that's really annoying me, it's really painful, it's frustrating, but I'm going to deal with that once I've got up there, because I feel like once you've succeeded in this, once you've allowed this wish to be granted to you, once you've received it, this isn't going to be bothering you. It's going to be resolved. Okay, it will be resolved, because it's almost like a clear sign of, like, you know, this doesn't bother me. You've got no hold over me on this. Okay, and actually those money matters will be cleared up in an unexpected way. Sorry about the noises. Involvement with the law. Okay, so it could be resolved through law. It may be resolved in that kind of way, but it feels like the outcome is going to be successful for you. Okay, we've got a period of ill health and depression. This is, I feel, where you've come from. And now, depression is quite a strong word, really. You may have been feeling low or down about this. Also with the fly, I feel like you feel like you've been swatted a lot by something in your life, or you've been sort of like pushed away or disregarded in lots of respects. But this time now, as you've started to take responsibility for yourself and your needs, it's actually bringing out more of your power, your ability to be sort of like, actually, I'm worth more than this. You don't, you know, just because you don't understand me doesn't mean you get to swat me away. And you're walking away. You are walking away from that. I don't know what I've done with these. Okay, I'm going to get one more card from here for this for you. Yeah, great worry over nothing. So it's going to feel like this is a big deal, and it may feel like a big deal, but actually it's not really in the grand scheme of things. You can still go towards what you want to achieve here. You are still on that journey. Just see just stay as part of the journey. Don't worry about the outcomes of things, okay? The outcomes will sort themselves out, and it is going to be in your favour. Remember, we've got that wishbone. Wish is going to be granted. The star, guaranteed success. There was another one as well. You've got that situation in balance too. The needle and thread, you know, a sincere wish will be granted. Keep focusing on this. Focus on this, and don't worry about the other things that are going on that you're concerned about, especially with regards to money. It will be resolved, okay? It is going to be resolved. It's already in the process of it. But it's almost like you're being asked to trust the process and go towards what brings you this great happiness in order for this to be resolved, okay? Because the more energy and effort you put into the money matter is actually taking your energy away from this wish being granted. Okay, so let's get into the tarot. So your current situation then on this. There's too many cards there. What is your current situation here? What is your current situation here? There's a very strange fly around here and I have no idea what it is. Okay, so current situation is something needing to be repaired, something, it could be some kind of reconciliation here, but there's a need to do something right, put something right. I feel that this could be you actually connecting with other people or maybe another person in order to do this. But it feels like it brings you happiness. It's connecting with those around you that maybe feel like home, that feels like it's a good energy that protects you, okay? I'm getting the energy of people or that around you that feel like a soul family. You are gravitating more towards that. You're starting to find your soul tribe, if you like. So what is your challenge on that? Okay, so yeah. There are sudden changes here that are occurring and actually helping you to access your inner child. And this is about you experiencing fun, joy, happiness. This is the change that's going on for you. I feel like before things have been heavy, things have been difficult. But now you've made this sudden change. Something's really thrown you into having to contemplate what it is that you really want. And what you really want is this light-hearted enjoyment, you know. This can be sometimes naivety in love though as well, so it can be sort of like where the challenge can be that you perhaps fall in love quite easily, quite quickly, and then feel like you get hurt. So there is an energy. The challenge here is about you recognizing actually what isn't going to hurt you or what feels safe to you, okay, what doesn't feel like it's chaos basically. Okay, so the challenge here is about finding things that don't cause you that chaos, and I feel like that's what you're moving towards and stepping away from. So let's see. What I mean by that is you're moving towards what doesn't bring you chaos and stepping away what has brought you chaos in the past that's connected to these money matters. Yeah, so there's an energy here of you knowing where you need to place your defences, okay? Where you need to protect your energy and protect yourself and what is around you that is keeping you safe. Now, we don't condone aggression, but sometimes there's a place for it to defend yourself, okay? So where you need to do that, then that is what is required of you. But it's about finding your peace within those battles. I say that a lot, you'll probably find. I've seen the King of Swords twice now in the reverse position. You can sometimes have a bit of a stubbornness about you. So just be aware of how much the stubbornness is actually preventing you from finding that happiness. Yeah, you've been in a little bit of a recovery mode. I feel since April you've kind of had to put yourself in a space of self-care, recovery. Perhaps you've been feeling a little bit low since then. We had that card, the fly, didn't we, with the ill health. I feel like since April you've kind of been a bit up and down with your health in lots of ways, maybe whether that's physically or emotionally. But this is you now finding a space where you can emerge. You know, you've had that rest period. Now it's time to emerge. So what do you need to focus on at this time? What do you need to focus on right now? Let's have a look. What do you need to focus on? Okay, so this is focusing on growing some sort of friendship or relationship here. It's something that you feel you want to invest your time and energy into. This is possibly something that brings you that happiness, okay? And it's like you see those roots coming down on here, something that you have grown, a kind of friendship. You're starting to feel the rewards of that. You're starting to feel actually the benefits of it and how it is teaching you patience, I feel. Teaching you patience, teaching you gratitude, and allowing you to feel part of something as well. So it's like, this is what you are looking to do, is actually work together on something here. Almost like you do want to commit to something, whereas perhaps before you struggled with that. But you're starting to realise actually what your soul needs are, and it feels like it is collaboration, especially in terms of like a legacy, like a family orientated situation. This reminds me sometimes of like the Ten of Pentacles as well, where it's like a long-term investment. You know, it's like you see something that's not a short-term thing, not a casual thing, but a longer-term thing. Okay, what is the future of this? Sorry about the sounds. What is the future of this? It's Sunday, isn't it? Everybody gets busy in their home on a Sunday. I just like to chill in my garden. Okay. So the future of this is an end to being all in your head and actually communicating how you feel. This feels more sort of like, you know, you've kept it to yourself for some time, especially like we were saying since April. This has all been in your mind. You've kind of been dealing with these things all by yourself, whereas now you're ready to communicate what it is that you need. You're ready to kind of maybe send that message, or maybe this is you receiving a message from somebody else that's suggesting how they feel about you or what their needs are. But for most of you, I feel more a collective of this is you that's been a little bit up in your head for too long, but now you're starting to get out of your head more, accessing your throat chakra and allowing yourself to speak, okay, to say what you want to say. And that could be, I'm getting the sense of like a text message, some kind of message coming through. We don't really do letters anymore, do we? This is more like a message. Okay. So, what advice does Spirit have for you right now? What is your advice? Your advice is to be enthusiastic. Flipping, just enjoy yourself. This is like the mini fool. It's like, just take a leap of faith. Just see what happens. Go for it. Be enthusiastic about it. Be inspired by your life. This is where your happiness is, and only you can find that within yourself. Nobody can bring that for you. Only you can bring it for you. Somebody can help you to stay in that frame of mind, but they can't do it for you. You have to find it within yourself. There's a lot of emotional fulfillment within this as well for you. So it's through your own emotional intelligence, you're realising actually what brings you fulfillment here. And it feels good. It does feel good. Okay. Oh, that one's been trying to come out a little while, and that's so weird. I saw these two cards before, but it was the King of Swords that was in the reverse with the High Priestess, and now it's the Queen. So perhaps there's two people here within this that have been stubborn, masculine and feminine, that have been a little bit stubborn, holding off on what they really want to say. But it feels like there's been some kind of telepathic communication going on, or maybe through dreams. So it's almost like two people that know what they want to say and how they want to say things, but haven't actually had the conversation yet, okay? That's what I'm getting from this. There's a lot of clarity needed here and a lot of illumination about to happen. It's like something that was hidden is now coming to the surface and being illuminated. And it is to do with happiness and wealth. And it will help to resolve that money matter as well. Let's have a look and see. Yeah, I do feel there is... See, it feels like there is some kind of legal battle that will happen. But it's going to be in your favour because you're supported through what it is that you're about to enter into, what you're going to be successful at, what this wish that's going to be granted is going to help you through that. But I feel like there's more than one battle of a legal matter that's going to happen, and they're very small things, they're not big things. But it's almost like I see two people just being solid together while that's going on. It's almost like they don't matter, it doesn't matter because you've got each other. So let's see, are there any hopes and fears around this? What are your hopes and fears at this time? What's your hopes and fears right now? Oh, there's a real hope for something committed here. The Hierophant can be a very spiritual, enlightened card. So it's sort of like a spiritual leader having wise counsel, but it can also represent marriage as well. So it can be sort of like a bond together. A traditional kind of need, if you like. So, yeah, working with tradition. There might be something to do with religion on this as well. So it's almost like, it's not like a pact, but it's sort of like some kind of vow that is going to be made. It's like some kind of vow that you want somebody to make towards you, and they make it back towards you. And it doesn't have to be, you know, legal or anything like that. It's more just like a, what is the word I'm looking for? A vow that you make to each other, to protect each other, to love each other, to be together. That's what it feels like. So what is the outcome here? What is the outcome of this reading? Let's see. God Spirit, what is the outcome of this? Cards are lazy today, aren't they? What is the outcome of this? Let's see. Okay, victory. Victory, victory, victory. If you were uncertain at all, if you were unsure about moving towards what your soul is calling to you to do, taking responsibility for your happiness and for what makes you feel good, not ignoring but just putting on the back burner the other things that you feel have stopped you or held you back or restricted you, and going in quickly with this, time to act. Remember, there's victory there, complete and utter victory. This is a very, very good positive reading. So if you needed to hear about this today, if there's something that's been on your mind that is aligned with your soul needs, that makes you feel at home with yourself, that you want to move towards, then this is it. Okay, you're being called upon to take action at this point, and it is going to serve you in your happiness and your wealth. So I'm going to leave that reading there for you today. If that resonates with you and you would like a personalised reading, my details are down in the description box, so please do get in touch. If you just have a couple of questions as well, then you can just send me your questions, drop me your money through PayPal, and I will get back to you. I actually today got more time a little bit later, so you may even receive your questions a lot sooner than you think. And I'll be back a little bit later to do another reading. So have a blessed day.